The Candiru fish, myth and reality. The Candiru fish, also known as the vampire fish or toothpick fish, is a small but infamous freshwater fish native to the Amazon basin in South America. Known scientifically as Vandellia chirosa, this parasitic catfish has garnered a reputation for its alleged ability to invade the human body. Here we will explore the biology, behavior, myths, and realities surrounding the Candiru fish in extensive detail. Taxonomy and description. Scientific classification. 1. Kingdom Animalia. Phylum Chordata. 3. Class Actinopteri G, or Order Siluriformes. 5. Family Trichomycteridae. 6. Genus Vandellia. 7. Species Vandellia cirosa. Physical description. All 1. Size. Candiru fish are small, typically ranging from 2.5 to 15 cm, 1 to 6 inches in length. 2. Shape. They have elongated, slender, almost translucent bodies, making them difficult to spot in their natural habitat. 3. Color. Their translucent appearance helps them blend into the murky waters of the Amazon. Habitat and distribution. Geographic range. 1. Candiru fish are found primarily in the Amazon basin, including rivers and streams throughout Brazil, Peru, Ecuador, Colombia, and Bolivia. Habitat preferences. 1. These fish thrive in freshwater environments, often residing in the riverbed's sandy or muddy substrate. 1. They prefer fast-flowing streams and rivers where they can easily find their hosts. Diet and parasitic behavior. Feeding habits. 1. The Candiru is a parasitic fish that feeds on the blood of larger fish. 1. It uses its keen sense of smell to detect the presence of urea and ammonia in the water, which are waste products excreted by fish. Parasitic mechanism. 1. Once the Candiru locates a host fish, it enters the host's gill cavity. 1. Using its sharp spines, it anchors itself and feeds on the blood from the gill tissues. 1. This process can cause significant harm to the host fish, leading to infection or even death. Real human interactions. Health risks. 1. While the urethra invasion story is largely considered a myth, Candiru fish can still pose a risk to humans. 1. If a person is wounded or has an open sore while swimming, there is a slight possibility that the fish could be attracted to the blood. Precautions. 1. Locals and tourists are often advised to avoid urinating in the water and to wear protective swimwear when bathing in Candiru-infested waters. The myth of human parasitism. The urethral invasion legend. The most infamous legend about the Candiru fish is its alleged ability to swim up the urethra of humans urinating in the water, lodge itself with its spines, and cause excruciating pain requiring surgical removal. Origins of the myth. 1. Indigenous folklore. Indigenous peoples of the Amazon basin have long cautioned against urinating in the water, claiming that the fish are attracted to urine. 1. This belief likely arose from the general caution needed when living in close proximity to potentially harmful wildlife. 2. Early explorers and naturalists. Reports from early European explorers and naturalists, such as Carl Friedrich Philipp von Martius in the 19th century, helped spread the myth. 2. These accounts were often dramatic and exaggerated to capture the fascination and fear of Western audiences. Propagation of the myth. 1. Media and literature. The story of the Candiru invading human orifices has been perpetuated in books, documentaries, and sensational news reports, often without rigorous scientific scrutiny. 2. Scientific papers. Even some scientific papers and medical reports have mentioned the possibility, often relying on anecdotal evidence rather than verifiable cases. Scientific examination of the myth. Physiological improbability. 1. Size and anatomy. The Candiru is small, but its body structure and spines are not well suited for swimming up the narrow and forceful stream of urine into the urethra. 2. Chemical attraction. While Candiru fish are attracted to ammonia and urea excreted by fish gills, the concentration and flow of urine in water are unlikely to provide a strong enough signal for the fish to mistake it for a host's gill. Documented cases. 1. Scarcity of evidence. Authentic documented cases of urethral invasion are extremely rare and often lack verifiable evidence. 1. The most cited case involving a patient who claimed to have had a Candiru removed from his urethra is poorly documented and contested by experts. 2. Skepticism among scientists. Many ichthyologists and parasitologists remain skeptical, pointing out that the physiological and behavioral evidence does not support the likelihood of such an event. Real interactions with humans. Potential risks. 1. Wounds and open sores. While the urethral invasion story is largely a myth, there is a legitimate concern about Candiru fish being attracted to blood. 1. If a person has an open wound or sore while swimming in infested waters, the fish could be drawn to the blood. 2. Preventive measures to avoid potential harm. Locals and tourists are advised to avoid urinating in the water and to wear protective swimwear when bathing in areas known to harbor Candiru fish. Medical attention. 1. Treatment. In the unlikely event of a Candiru fish entering a body cavity, immediate medical attention is necessary. 1. Removal would typically require surgical intervention due to the fish's spines anchoring it in place. Ecological role. Ecosystem impact. 1. Population control. As parasites, Candiru fish play a role in controlling the population of their host fish, maintaining a balance within the ecosystem. 2. Biodiversity contribution. The presence of Candiru fish and their interactions with other species contribute to the overall biodiversity and ecological complexity of the Amazon basin. Environmental threats. 1. Habitat loss, deforestation, pollution, and climate change pose significant threats to the Amazon basin's biodiversity. 1. Changes in water quality and habitat can impact Candiru populations indirectly. Ongoing research and study. Scientific inquiry. 1. Research focus. Scientists continue to study the Candiru fish to better understand its behavior, physiology, and ecological role. 1. Research in parasitology and ichthyology is particularly focused on the mechanisms of parasitism and host interactions. 2. Myth debunking. Ongoing scientific investigations aim to debunk the myths surrounding the Candiru fish, providing a more accurate and nuanced understanding of this enigmatic creature. Public awareness. 1. Educational efforts. Documentaries, articles, and educational programs seek to inform the public about the true nature of the Candiru fish, distinguishing fact from fiction. Conclusion. The Candiru fish remains one of the Amazon basin's most enigmatic and misunderstood creatures. While the infamous tale of urethral invasion may be more legend than reality, the Candiru's unique parasitic lifestyle and ecological significance are undeniably fascinating. Through scientific research and public education, the myths surrounding the Candiru fish can be dispelled, allowing a more accurate and respectful appreciation of this small but significant player in the Amazon's complex ecosystem.